Good morning everybody, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. Bit of a different intro today because I'm driving and I've literally put this whole video together but I didn't have an intro for you, so I wanted to pop on just to introduce the video. I am on my way home from the most incredible place, for me anyway. It's a charity called Wrap, and they take collections of fabrics, different things actually, from companies who would otherwise be throwing them out. So whether it be an interior design company, lots of different places, the creative industry basically. They take in all of the waste fabrics and for a small subscription fee every year you can become a member, which I am, and you can basically go and make use of these fabrics. So I have just been to pick up some fabrics for a couple of things. Obviously there was tons of other stuff there that I've picked up fabrics for that I have no use for currently, but I will. I'm such a magpie like that. I just love fabrics and like looking for fabrics and sourcing them. Anyway, so I've actually picked up some blind fabric that I'm going to try and use on the bathroom window. Won't be in this video, that'll be in the next one. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try. I wanted to introduce this video. If you are new here, then welcome. In today's video, I am sharing with you part one of our bathroom refresh. It's quite a lengthy video because I've covered quite a lot in this video. So I thought I'd split it into two. Makes it a bit more digestible and easier too. I'm calling it a refresh because we've not changed the bath, the sink, the toilet. We've not changed the tiles. Everything stayed the same. It's purely just a repaint. We've upcycled the cabinet. We've transformed the bathroom, but without changing all the major things. If you're new here, then basically we are on a mission to transform our house and make it as beautiful as we can possibly get it, but without investing lots of money, because we are also on a mission to find and hopefully buy our dream forever home, or what will be our dream home. So we'd like to do that within the next couple of years. So our current mission is to make our current house as beautiful as we can possibly get it whilst we're in it. And as you may know, if you've been here for a little while, with my business, my Sanctuary number 8, I upcycle, I refinish furniture and homeware. So naturally, everything around our house is also of the same ilk. Anyway, so here is part one of... So this is our bathroom as it currently is. Nothing special, small room as you can see. But you will notice, let me try and find you an example. The paint's super old anyway and is starting to peel away. The lessons of using cheaper paint, it doesn't last. But you can see we have these this is where it's actually been cleaned away, but it's stained. These patches of black mould, and they just keep coming back. You can see them up there. They need to strip off the paintwork there. So yeah, so there's not a huge amount of wall space that needs to be covered, but we need to get rid of this black mold problem. So we're going to give lime washing a go. I love the effect anyway, and I think it would look really great in here. The tiles are going to stay the same. Obviously we've got the shelves there. I have put a small DIY tutorial of how we created those shelves in a previous video. I'll link it below. Yes. No, Sienna. Where was I? Yeah, so you can find the tutorial for these shelves in a previous video. So they will stay the same. Tiles will stay the same. At the moment, we are also going to keep the bathroom, toilet, bath, sink the same. It's purely just going to be a redecoration in here. And we're going to, as with everything else, we're going to upcycle everything. So I'm going to try and do something with this mirror. Let's see. This mirror was actually originally here when I first moved in, but I'm going to give it a go with antiquing it. Sorry, I'm just watching Sienna underneath me. being a mischief. This cabinet was original when I moved in here and bought the house 11 years ago. But I think I might try and do something with that as well, upcycle it, because there is nothing wrong with it. It's just old and just needs some love. And actually for the space, it works kind of perfectly. That's the thing. The problem with this bathroom is that because it is so small, we are really limited with the space that we have. So it's kind of being smart and using what we have to the best of our advantage. Anyway, I have a grumpy little girl going nuts down here, so I'm gonna have to go see to her. So I have recently found this company online, Bauwerk Colour. I've ordered some of their samples of their Limewash paint. I'm not sure if they're based in the UK, but I could order these products and get them easily shipped to me without a ridiculous postage cost. Some of the other companies that I found, they're not based in the UK, and because we're out of the EU, the shipping costs were just ridiculous. So yeah, so I've picked up these samples. There's quite a few of them. It's tricky to see on the website what they're really like, so I got quite a lot just because like I say, it's not that easy to see. So I can put them up in the bathroom and kind of live with it for a little while and get a feel for them. So I went for really quite neutral tones. I'll show you the tiles that we already have in the bathroom. These actually feel like they are genuinely painted as well with the Limewash, as opposed to like a printed sample. So I feel like they're going to be fairly true to colour, which is also always good. So yeah, just quite a lot of neutrals. Like I say, I'll show you the tiles that we have in the bathroom so you can see what we're going with. It's all going to be quite neutral. That one's quite nice. What's that one? Still. These ones are going to be a no-no. They're far too pink. I love this, but definitely too dark. So yeah, so let's get them up in the bathroom, see what we think. But yeah, Bauwerk Colour. I'm excited. And also, what I've noticed here, they do another product, concrete sealer, and also kind of a mini tutorial on painting garden pots with their products, which is cool. So watch this space. If I have any product left over from when we do our bathroom, I think we know what I'm going to be doing. So I've cut my first bits of moulding, which is here and here. I'm speaking quietly because Sienna's napping and her bedroom is just across our hallway. So I'm going to get going with sticking the first ones on. I'm using this No More Nail. We have concrete walls in our house, so I didn't want to get into the whole drama of like drilling holes and you know, putting wall plugs in and stuff. It's not the kind of wall that we could just hammer a nail into. And I also don't have like a nail gun. So I've gone for this. They're very light mouldings, so I'm thinking, and they're obviously just decorative, they're not gonna have a purpose, so I think that should be fine. I've gone for the waterproof one. Being a bathroom, obviously it's going to be susceptible to showering every day and bathing and stuff, so let's give it a shot. I'm excited. So I'm going to start with this wall there. I've cut these bits into two to get behind the radiator, so I'm hoping that should be okay. I'm excited. Let's get going. One thing also to say is that I really hope that this actually does work, because our walls aren't 100% even, straight, so I hope that they actually stick. Let's see. Also, by the way, please excuse the state of me.
I took Sienna to the farm today. She's not been very well this week, so we've been essentially quarantining away from anybody. So I just had to get her out, and it was a rainy morning, so I'm a little bit dishevelled. Anywho, oh gosh, oh my god, I'm nervous but excited. Let's get going. Okay, first bit is up. It's actually gone up a lot better than I thought. I thought these walls were more uneven than I anticipated, but with a bit of caulking then it should be perfect. I've had to cut, this is the larger bits, I've had to cut them all down now because, as you can see, you've got the brackets of the radiator there, so it's going to be a bit higgledy-piggledy, but so far so good. Okay, so I've taken the first cupboard down just to see what the deal is behind it in terms of the mould. It's actually okay. All the stuff that you can see on the wall is just dust where I've just wiped it with some vinegar. You can see some black mould above the cupboards, so I've just sprayed that with my Nancy Birtwistle spray, and I'm just leaving it, and then I'll wipe it down. But yeah, so this has come off okay. There's nothing, no mould behind the cupboard, which is good. I'm going to get the other one down, hopefully that's the same, and then we're good to go to get the cupboards upcycled, because this storage here is so crucial for us in this bathroom. I think what would look beautiful would be some shelves, but obviously you have to style those up nicely with beautiful things and for them to always look perfect. Like we've got these two shelves over here, they're always like styled up with like nice looking bits and pieces, which are useful, but they always look nice. Whereas here we need some storage that is where we can just throw all the stuff that doesn't look nice, shut it away and be done with it. So unfortunately we do need to keep it there. I did think about putting in a unit around the sink when we change it, but I'm not sure if that will happen because they can be quite bulky and I don't think that will fit. So cupboards are staying, but yeah, thankfully all is okay because there's no mould behind here, so we can just crack on, I think. So I've taken both cupboards down, we're good to go. There's no mould, it's just literally dust, and looks a bit dirty. I've also got a little bit happy removing that paint up there that I showed you, which had some black mould on it. It came away really easily with the scraper, so I just went for it. Okay, so we finished scraping off all the loose paint from the walls and the ceiling, which you can see. In the meantime, I've made up a mist coat for us to put onto the bare plaster now. This is, I did approximate measurements to be honest, so this is kind of 3 parts paint to 1 part water. It's between that and kind of a 50-50 ratio, so next up is to apply that to all the bare plaster that you can see. Not actually as much as what I thought it would be. So yeah, time for a mist coat. Good morning. It's painting day. So excited. Our Limewash paint from Bauwerk arrived during the week. It actually arrived early, so if you are going to order from them, just be aware, because I was a bit disheartened when it said that it was going to take 8 to 14 days. You know, and you've got yourself all psyched up and then you realise that you might have to wait 2 weeks. But it actually took probably less than a week to arrive. So one thing to be mindful of if you are ordering from them. So today I'm going to get this box opened. I've got the prep work to do, which is in here. We're going to get that on today, see how the drying time goes, and then we may or may not start with the Limewash paint today, but I'm so excited. Everything is prepped in here, I'll show you. As I said to you previously, the mist coats are done. We've done 2 coats of mist coat, so it's basically all ready to go. Is it really sad? I'm really sad. Sienna drew on the wall a couple of months ago because in my head I was like, well, we're decorating in here, so what does it matter? So I let her. Every morning she comes, this is where she's had wet hands and it's like been dripping. But every morning she points out her drawing. She loves it. I'm like really sad that she's not going to be able to do that anymore. So I was thinking I'm probably going to have to like, I think paint over it with her so that she can see that it's going. But yeah, anyway, it's an exciting day. Let's get cracking with the prep work. Okay, here we go. So I'm guessing, oh no, that's one of the lime washes in bone we've gone for. Oh, that's heavy. There's our prep coat. And another bone. Gorgeous images. Just a little bit about lime washing and the brushes. I didn't get a brush. I'm going to try and get one later today, I think. But yeah, here we go. So this is the prep colour. It's just a plain white base that will go onto all the walls and the ceiling. So let's get started. Sienna's excited. As the instructions say, I am cutting in. Our ceiling and wall are going to be all lime washed, so this bit, it really doesn't matter how accurate I am. I'm going to cut in all along this line and then I'm going to go straight in with my roller just so we don't get any drying, so it all blends seamlessly. I've done that little patch there, I've done the whole ceiling. It's coming together. The light outside has faded, but I'm cracking on. This is the last wall to do. This is that grotty bit that was behind the cabinet. And it's still going to get the lime wash treatment, even though the cabinets are staying, because obviously part of the reason why we're using the lime wash is to prevent any more mould coming back in the future. So, yeah. See some of the stainage there, it's quite bad actually. Good morning everybody, happy Sunday. Excuse the state of me, we're about to go on a family walk, but yesterday I did the prep coat. It's covered beautifully, I'm really pleased with it. The coverage is super even. Yeah, I think it's gone on really well. And before we go for our walk, I couldn't resist just having a quick practice of the lime wash. I've never done it before, so what I thought I would do is practice on a part of the wall that is going to be covered. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do the bit that's underneath the cabinet that we have in here. I couldn't wait. So I'm going to get cracking on that. Then we're going to go for our walk. Then I'll come back and get cracking on the rest of the bathroom. But yeah, I just wanted to have a bit of a tester. Here goes. This is the brush I'm going to use. It's not a specific lime wash brush. It is natural bristles, however. And it's basically the same as the ones I've seen, so it's very wide, probably not as thick, but I'm going to give it a whirl. The paint is thicker than I thought it would be. Let's get going. First brush strokes. Oh my god, I'm nervous. So from what I understand, you just have to like move the paint out as much as possible. Oh, gosh, first one down. Let's see how the rest goes. Okay, this is my first tester. I've also done a bit behind where the mirror's going. I think it's okay. I've watched some videos. From what I understand, these gaps that are between each of my little clouds, I will fill those in with the second coat. It looks a lot darker on camera, but as it dries, it will lighten. I kind of love the colour as it is though, if I'm honest. So I hope it doesn't lighten too much. But yeah, what a really nice method to use. I'm really pleased, I think. I now just need to figure out how to I think I need to get some frog tape and just tape along the edge of the tiles. Yeah, right, we're gonna head for our family walk and then back home, change, and then I can crack on with the rest of the walls. We're back from the walk and I've done this first section. I started taking it up onto the ceiling. I'm in love. It's such a nice paint to work with. The finish, this will obviously lighten up. It is gorgeous. Yeah, let's keep going. Actually also doesn't take as long as I anticipated that it might. So yeah, crack on. Progress so far. At the moment, the ceiling looks like clouds, and I kind of love it. This bit's quite dry, so I think that's fairly representative of what it will be like. Same with this wall. It looks a lot darker on camera than it does in real life. This bit I'll go over little patches like that with the second coat. Sienna is asleep, so I'm having to be quite quiet, but I've just started the second coat of lime wash. This wall has been second coated up to about there. I did it up to there. This is dry, but because she was asleep yesterday again when I was doing this, I couldn't get the step ladder so I can get up there to finish it. So I'll have to do that another time. This wall, I've done kind of half of that. I'm starting again on that patch there, you can see. But I'm being quite selective now because there's some parts that I really like in terms of the texture. So I'm not going to necessarily do another solid coat. On camera actually, the texture of it and the kind of different shades come up really a lot darker than it actually is. It's very subtle in real life. Can't wait to get that skirting board painted as well. So yeah, it's a gorgeous day today. We've got all the windows open. It's so sunny. It's the first day that it really feels like spring. So all the lime wash is done. We have done 2 coats and now I'm just going to get the skirting painted. You could say elevated the skirting board a little while ago. Looks a bit strange I guess at the moment because it's not fully painted. This is obviously the original skirting. I'm going to do it white because the edging on the tiles is white. I was thinking about going for like a taupe stony colour, but actually I think to create more space the white might work quite well. I've got a tester left over of this Graphenstone white linen. This is actually the colour that we used in Sienna's nursery on the walls. It's a Graph Clean interior, so I'm actually just going to go in with this and see how far I get using up what I've got with the testers, because obviously as with everything else we don't like waste, so might as well use what we have, see how far we get, and then see also how far
how one coat covers. What I've already done as well is I've already prepped the entire thing from here down with a Graphenstone Prep primer. It's called 424, I think it is. It's called, so that's all primed already. So we're going to go in with the white linen. It goes all the way around there and just behind the toilet. Also, got a few bits of paint to clean up on the tiles. Anyway, let's crack on. The mirror is back up, and this is a perfect example of going too far with the bleach. I'm obsessed with it. I love how it looks. The question will remain as to how functional it is as a mirror in the bathroom. I think it looks beautiful, so even if we don't keep it in this room, we will definitely use it somewhere else in the house because I think it looks great, just so effective. You can see all the detailing. Obviously, it's not going to be to everybody's taste, but if you love that kind of aged, rustic look, almost a bit industrial as well, I guess, then I think this is kind of the perfect option. As I say, we will definitely use it somewhere in the house. It's if we don't keep it here. Currently, my thought process is that it's not necessarily the most functional mirror for in here. All we have is this other small round one, which we'll probably be keeping as well. Yeah, but we'll see. I think it'll be a shame if we don't keep it because I do think it looks great in this space. And once the cabinet's back up on that wall, the front of the cabinet doors are going to be crittled a little bit. So it would look great. Oh, I think maybe this one. So today we are upcycling the cabinet from the bathroom. Ben has given them a sand, just a light sand, to give the sides a key that are visible. I've also given the doors a quick sand as well, which are there. We're going in with this green. We both decided, thankfully that was a joint decision. We both agree. So before I go in with the painting, I'm actually going to be adding some moulding detail to this visible side. So let's get cracking with that and just add a little bit of extra interest and detail. So these are my bits of moulding. I'm making use of some offcuts. So what I'm going to do is just cut these to size. I'm going to create just a frame of them. That's not quite long enough, but I'm going to create a frame of them around the side and then fill the gap in, and then the rest is going to be in the green. So first things first is measure up these. I've got my mitre box and saw to easily cut the 45-degree angles. So yeah, let's get going. So I have applied the moulding, cut each of these angles at a 45-degree cut. And I literally just glued these on using some wood glue. They're very light and they're purely decorative, so they should stay absolutely fine. Next up, we are painting. So now I'm going to go in with the paint for the outsides. I used this in Sienna's bedroom. It's just a French chic wall paint, but again, this isn't going to get much use in terms of it's purely decorative, so I'll probably apply a top coat, but we'll go with just a couple of coats of this gorgeous colour. The colour I'd originally picked out was way too dark, so we've gone with this instead. You can kind of see what it looks like here. It's like a lovely sagey muddy green. It's gorgeous. So let's get the paint on.
just a tiny bit of filler just on these corners, just to kind of perfect these edges. Second coat going on, and then these are done, apart from filling in this section here. Good morning, everybody. It is now Saturday. I've got a couple of hours to myself. Ben has taken Sienna out, so I am on mission, get the bathroom complete as much as I possibly can. I've just re-put the bathroom cabinet back up, so I'm going to show you what I've done to that now. It's looking really good. Let me show you. Here it is. I'll insert a picture of what it looked like before. It's quite the transformation. So I still have to add the faux crystal effect to the front of the doors. I'll show you what I've got to do that in a sec. Now this I'm really proud of. I've created this beautiful herringbone detailing on the side, this one visible side, edged with this moulding. I'm about to put a clear wax on here just to seal it in. I kind of skipped, I think last time I spoke to you, I just painted this and attached the moulding. This is what I've done. So this is literally wooden spatulas, basically. Some people would use them to do, say, body waxing. Cut into these individual little pieces and stuck down using wood glue to create this pattern. And then I have filled it in with a light coloured wood filler. So now I'm going to go in with a clear wax just to seal it, and then I'll probably go over the top with a very, very fine sandpaper just to buff it in. Then I just need to touch up, as you can see where I've been sanding the filler, touch up the edges. The paint that I used for that, just as a recap, is this French Chic. It's called Green with Envy. This is actually one of their tester pots. I find tester pots so generous nowadays with many companies. I used this in Sienna's bedroom for her branch above her bed. So I've used it again, and I think the colour looks great against the lime wash of the walls, just to add a little touch of something, but I'm really happy with that. I've just taken the magnifying mirror down, as you can see from there. We also might take it from here and just pop it here instead, because we are toying with the idea of having a cafe curtain. So something where we'll have a pole across here, probably level with this, and then like a sheer linen or something like that. Let me show you the crystal, the faux crystal tape that I have got to go on the fronts of these. So this is the tape that I've picked up from eBay, a shop on eBay. I will, if I can, link below where it's from. So this I'm going to apply to the fronts of the windows. As you can see, I've just given this a wax, and it's really shown up all those gorgeous herringbone patterns, and I love the imperfections. I also like how I feel like the colours in the herringbone kind of pick out the tile colour. Don't forget, we've not changed the tiles in here, and we've kept that all the same. They're not the greatest tiles ever, but again, we are refreshing as much as we can without going overboard, because this is not our forever home. We just want to live in a beautiful home while we are finding our forever home. Anyway, I digress. I'm going all over the place. This is the tape. So I've gone for a 6mm width. So I'm gonna pop it up on here. So they also sent it with this tool, which I will apply it with. I'm guessing, I need to read the leaflet, but I'm guessing this is to apply the pressure to really get the adhesion between the tape and the glass. So first up, I'm going to measure it, I'm going to mark out, I'm going to start with one central line down the middle, and then decide if I want to go for just one across the horizontal level or two. We shall see. Let's have a look. So there's the vertical lines up. I mean, you can see the difference already. This stuff is great. It turns out that tool that they sent, this one here, very necessary. You really need it to compress the tape down so it's really adhered. I think I'm just going to go with one horizontal line across. I don't want to busy this area too much, because I also think I'm going to add this same
tape to our glass shower screen, which is behind me. And so yeah, I'll get the horizontal one done, but already it just changes it, doesn't it, already? Okay, I'm obsessed. Oh, love it so much. The transformation is unbelievable, and literally just from those tapes. Good morning, everyone. It is yet another weekend. Gorgeous day outside today. It feels like it's officially kind of coming into springtime. Anyway, I thought I would just come on today to bring this video to a close. We have done so much in this bathroom already, but I feel like this video is going to be really long. So I thought I'd split them into two bits and just put the final things that we need to do in the bathroom in another video for you to check out. So I thought I'd quickly just run through what we've done so far. I don't think you've seen this yet. The tape that I used on the upcycled cabinet that you will have just seen, I used some more of it on the shower screen, painted in the end of the shower screen in black as well. Looks totally different. It's a real transformation. I love how where I've put the tapes, it kind of mirrors the shape of the tiles. So that's one thing. Anyway, obviously you've just seen the cabinet, you've seen the mirror, you have seen the shelves. Let me show you what else we have to do. So as you can see, we're pretty much done. The mirror will go. As I've said before, it's just not functional enough as a proper mirror for in the bathroom. I love it, again, as I've said before, so it will stay somewhere in the house, but just not here. Cabinet, I am just so pleased with. I've just dressed it with, we've got a basket on top because you always have more stuff than what you actually need, don't you? This plant, which I'm hoping is going to just keep trailing down and create a really lovely effect over the herringbone that I created on the side of the cabinet. I had to replace that little mirror, and Ben trod on the other one, so I've just replaced it with this one here. So across the window, what you will see in the next video, I'm going to be creating a cafe curtain, and it's going to sit, so it doesn't cover, with cafe curtains, they don't cover the entire height of the window. I've picked up a tension rod. This is just from Dunelm. I picked one up in black to obviously pick out the other features, and it will basically sit level with this, where this window join is, to keep it quite cohesive. I've also picked up some little clips, also from Dunelm. The lighting's not very good, that's better. And then, so now I just need to track down some fabric. I'm going to try and make it myself. We'll go basically across here. It will help to add extra privacy and also help a little bit to block out as much light as possible just in the evening time. Our house, one of the houses that is behind ours, has this really bright security light on the back of their house, and if it goes on then it shines in here and it's just not great. So that will be that. We have our shelves up there, which you've seen already. I need to get a new branch. That's not complete yet, but just as an example. The final thing is whether to paint the radiator or not. I'm thinking to do it black. I might live with it a little bit and see, but my feeling is it will go black. There's our elevated skirting, which you will have also seen, which I'm really pleased with. So yeah, so that is our bathroom so far. One other thing that I would love to do over time, the back of the door does need a paint, but I really want to change this glass panel. Obviously it's very kind of retro, but for us, it actually serves a purpose because we don't put the lights on in here at night when we shower. We've had an extractor fan fitted actually. But yes, this glass, what we often do is we'll put the hallway light on and then keep the lights off in here, just, you know, to keep it really ambient at night when we're showering, keep the lights low, just makes the whole mood of everything feel much nicer. We have some candles on in here and stuff like that. So what I want to do is change this glass panel to a reeded glass panel. I don't know how easy that's going to be. Obviously I want to do it myself. I've seen some ideas of other people doing this like similar thing with glazing. So we shall see. That may or may not come in the next video, but in time, that is one thing that I definitely want to do. So I thought I would leave this video here just because, as you can see, we have done a lot already. We've got a few more bits to do, but I thought, yes, I'll bung that into a different video just so it's not quite so long. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed our transformation so far of our small bathroom. If you're looking at ideas of how to upcycle, keep it all very environmentally friendly, all non-toxic, and obviously keeping the health of your family to the utmost importance, then perhaps there might be some bits that you can take away with you as ideas. So if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Please like, comment, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts. And please join me in my next video where we will do part 2 of the bathroom and get it completely finished. So yeah, see you soon.